Okay, let's move on to Ukraine and defense. Well, Ben Wallace was very excited over the last day or two to announce that Norway has joined the UK-led international effort to train brave men and women, is how he described it, from the armed forces of Ukraine to the highest standards. The UK-based training program has already provided vital military skills to soldiers now serving on the front line, including Boris. We shouldn't forget. And Boris should be sent with all the trainees, in my opinion,
as fast as
as
possible.
fast as possible. Yes. But anyway, in the meantime, I just wanted to mention this. I'm interested to get thoughts from David and Mark on this. This is Ivan Nechayev, the one of the Russian Foreign Ministry spokespeople, and he was being asked about the potential for Switzerland to intervene in peace talks, or at least intervene between Russia and Ukraine. And he made this point. He said the Swiss were indeed interested in what we thought about the possibility of them representing Ukraine's interests in Russia and Russia in Ukraine. He went on to say, we responded very clearly that Switzerland, unfortunately, has lost its neutral status and therefore could not act either as a mediator or as a representative of interests. As you know, Bern has joined the illegal Western sanctions against Russia. Switzerland supports the anti-human Nazi regime in Kiev and participates in an aggressive Russophobic campaign again, launched by the West and Ukraine. So just very briefly, David, I just was interested in your thoughts on that, because particularly with Ireland more or less giving up its neutrality now as well, we seem to see this being a thread which is moving across previously neutral countries. But fascinated at Russia's position here. Is this them moving away, I wonder, from the sort of Western financial system, which was one of the main reasons Switzerland was neutral in the first place?
That's a very interesting point, Mike. The constant pressure on neutral countries to align themselves does seem to be unrelenting, and we've seen this resulting in, for example, neutral Ireland deploy troops to war zones, not just as peacekeepers, but deploy troops. And this is obviously changed a very long-standing position in Switzerland. The move away from the conventional Western monetary system and banking system as the core of everything that happens in the world is also one of the narratives that's accompanying the war in Ukraine, because it's what's been shown here is that the Russians have been excluded from that banking system, but seem to be muddling on anyway and building up alternative structures. And once these alternative structures are in place and are established and are communicating with such nations as India and China, the two most populous nations in the world, then the Swiss and the London and the New York banking system will have much less